Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. I am going to say this. Some people should know when to speak and when not to speak. And some people should learn to be human because humanity is everything. But then, how do you want somebody that does not have human sympathy to be human? I mean, it's really crazy. And now, let me say this. If you do not have the mental capability to talk about some discussions or talk on some certain topics, I think people should not bother going there because Marjorie Taylor Greene said the quiet part out loud when she was asked a question about Donald Trump, and this woman dragged black people, Black Lives Matters, and George Floyd into the discussion. How did that even got to do with the question asked to her? There is no connection. And that is really silly. The fact that some people are going to see something wrong and look for a way to justify it because they wanted to sue. I mean, what they are talking about at that point in time is really silly. Now, let's talk about this. This woman, this congresswoman, sometimes I ask myself, how did she get there? Because for her to, I don't know if it's just people being silly or she's just she just wants to drag black people into her discussion. I really don't know which one, but whichever one it is, please desist from calling black people and trying to look for a way to drag them into discussions that does not concern them. Let's get into this video.
No, absolutely not. I mean, everything I said is correct. It's how the American people feel. It's what we know to be a fact. It's all the evidence has been proven true. We have Jamie Raskin in there accusing us of worshiping Trump, worshiping as a convicted felon. He is a convicted well, yeah, so is George Floyd. And everybody, and you all too, the media worshipped George Floyd. Democrats worshipped George Floyd. There were riots burning down the fucking country over George Floyd. And Raskin is in there saying we worship him. Excuse me, let me correct you. And this is really important. I don't worship, I worship God. God. And Jesus is my savior. I don't worship President Trump. And I'm really sick and tired of the bullshit annex I have to deal with constantly from the Democrats. So that's what we just went through in there. And then they're sitting there, they can attack my character all day long. What's his face in there? Whoever was talking last was calling me insane. But yet we can't say, oh, they're attacking my character. Oh no, it's nonstop BS and annex. You want to know why? The Democrats don't have anything. They're responsible for the lockdowns, forced vaccinations, kids being forced to stay home, people committing suicide, and all the horrors that this country lived through during COVID. Fauci belongs in prison. He should be tried for mass murder, and he should be tried for crimes against humanity. That's how I feel after that hearing. That's how the American people feel. In that room.
This woman is trending because of her behavior in a hearing today. The hearing was with Dr. Fauci. Why there was a hearing involving Dr. Fauci today, I don't know. Dr. Fauci has been retired and gone on with his everyday life for the past couple of years, but there was a hearing today about COVID and Dr. Fauci. And this woman, she is uneducated, unintelligent, disrespectful, loud, racist, and an annoyance. She is a chaos demon. This woman is an embarrassment to this country. The only people that applaud this woman and her behavior are fellow racists, fellow conspiracy theorists, fellow chaos demons. They're the only ones that supports this woman. After this unhinged rant that she had with this news reporter, I just want to share with you, she has an opponent running against her in November. Here's a word from him.
If I'm not mistaken, you've been a Republican.
Yes, but in this race, I will be voting for you.
Hey, Don, good to see you again today.
Likewise.
You know, me and you we're very good friends. Both of us are cattle producers.
That's right.
And I just want to stop by today and just kind of talk to you real quick. about, how do you and I meet? And then why are you supporting me in this race against Marjorie Taylor Greene? So can you just tell the people how you and I met?
Absolutely. We were at Wendy's.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to order some food, and you were as well. And you saw a shirt that had Red Angus cattle on it, and approached me and asked me and said, "You raise Red Angus cattle?" I said, "Yes, sir, I do."
Yep.
And you said, "I'm thinking about possibly getting into that. I just purchased a farm a while back, and I would like very much to come out and
Yep.
see what you have." And I said, "Sure."
So our relationship did not start based on some political stuff of being a Democrat and being a Republican. It was based on our love for agriculture,
Absolutely.
and making a difference here in the community.
Most definitely. When we talked, you didn't mention anything about running for the 14th.
I don't even think I even told you that I was actually in the military.
You did. Nothing was mentioned. And being a military person myself and having several family members who have served, it was pretty special when I found out that you were.
Yep.
And to go along with what you're trying to do and what you're standing for, I'm all for it.
I would tell you, as you know, that I'm all about making things better for our farmers here in
Yes.
Northwest Georgia. And the person I'm running against, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think you and I know, but just make sure the audience understands that she's basically voted no for everything.
Everything, especially the Farm Bill. Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them.
Especially for the Farm Bill, she's voted no. We need that Farm Bill. We've got a lot of people that need to be fed, and it needs to be passed. Being in agriculture like you and I are, it's pretty special to make sure that passes for all people involved.
Because that farm bill, not only will it help our farmers when it's a natural disaster, something like the guys running around in Texas on right now, we just took up some money at our Cattlemen Association for them.
Yes.
But on top of that, it's many kids that need food every day.
That's correct.
And I don't understand how Marjorie can sleep with herself when she's voting no for things that affect affects the whole United States. But here in Northwest Georgia, we have a whole lot of people that are struggling.
Yes.
And then our number one industry here in Northwest Georgia is agriculture.
Correct.
So I don't understand how she can say no to the farm bill. That's like a slap in the face to all the farmers and then all these kids that are actually in need of some food.
Agreed. And once again, you mentioned that I didn't have any idea that you were running. I've lived here now, I think it's going on 40 years. I have never met your opponent. I've never seen her in this county that I know of. I think she probably has to pass through here some way, but I've never had the opportunity to talk to her. And if I did, I would share with her. But I think
Marjorie Taylor Greene does not care about the people in Rome, Georgia. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a chaos demon. She is an obstructionist. Her job is not to help the people of Rome. Her job is to do the bidding of Donald Trump and Putin. And that is to make sure nothing gets done in Washington. And if the people in Rome, Georgia suffer for it, she doesn't care. She's a millionaire. From what I understand, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a millionaire. Marjorie Taylor Greene got PPP loans that she didn't have to pay back, that me and the taxpayers in Rome, Georgia, pay for. So, when you couple all of that and her abhorrent behavior, I don't understand. The only thing that makes sense for people to continue to vote for this woman is because they support her racism. They support her hatred and division. And they support the master that she serves, which is Donald Trump. They are what she represents. Hateful, racist bigots who want nothing done in this country.
So this is all I got from the stations, and I don't know why some people cannot do it without looking for a way to insert people in their discussion, because I am trying to understand how she came about Judge Floyd being whatever she said he is. how was George Floyd a convicted felon, or how George Floyd was worshipped and all that, that BLM was burning down things because of George Floyd, that people worship him. Like, how did George Floyd get into this? I mean, this Donald Trump discussion, right? It's so easy for some people to answer. I mean, like, you were asked a question. What stopped you from going direct to the question? Why do you have to look for a way? Because it's just how looking for a way to bring Black people into the discussion. How did George Floyd become someone people worship? I mean, you people did what you did, and Black people came out to tell you that what you did was evil. Look for a way to correct it and all that. How? When did that become people worshiping George Floyd? And when for that to say that they destroyed so many things because of the protests and all that. I mean, I just don't get it. We know Jesus is your savior. We know that you love Jesus and you worship Jesus, right? But I do not see that reflection of you worshiping Jesus. I mean, it does not reflect in your character, because sometimes I look at you and how you behave and all that. I mean, you do not behave like someone that worship God or someone that know God, you know? Moving forward, now let's talk about where, sometimes you really can know how people behave or their character from some certain things, because I have seen Marjorie Taylor growing like someone who really does not care. But then you could hear someone in her own county saying that they actually did not know her. So she also does not care about people that are where she's from. It's really amazing how they are so quick to look for a way to drag Black people into their discussion when what is going on got nothing to do with Black people. Because I don't see how she was asked about what is going on with Trump, and she straight up went look for a way to draw George Floyd into the discussion and all that. It's really crazy, she can do better, not they. Marjorie Taylor Greene can actually do better and stop looking for a way to drag people into your discussion. I mean, there was riot, which was a peaceful riot, because what you people did, what the cops did was not good. It was a horrible thing that they did. And the protest was for them to correct what they did. I know the protest was, I mean, like, we, not just only Black people, every other people that joined that protest, we needed that justice at that point in time. And if some people can sit down and say that, I mean, like, Black people should have let what happened to George Floyd slide. I mean, you are not a good person, because I don't see how someone in broad daylight was murdered and dead, and all you can say is all this. Like, some people do not have that human. I mean, they are not intellectually smart to know when to talk and when not to talk, because if she is intellectually capable, she definitely will know that. I mean, there is no how George Floyd's discussion will get into that. That will tell you how silly and abnormal some people are. Like, how do you want to compare somebody that was during the broad daylight by the cops, and you want to use it to judge what is going on with the other man? Are you okay? Like, are you really okay? Because it is not okay. It is not normal. I mean, she can do better. I don't want to drag any other person into this discussion. Marjorie Taylor Greene can actually do better. And sometimes I feel like some people already lost their humanity, because I don't see how I want to compare somebody that lost his life over some certain things. That is very insensitive, and people should not be doing that. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.